Welcome to the math class. Today I'm discussing about problems on inverse finite Fourier cosine and sine transforms. Before we start these problems, what is inverse finite Fourier sine transform and what is inverse finite Fourier cosine transforms? Let us see the function f of x is equal to 2 by L summation n is equal to 1 to infinity fs of n into sine n pi x by L is called inverse finite Fourier sine transform. Sine transform of fs of n. Fs of n. Some others, some others also define fs of p is equal to fs of f of x, that is equal to square root of 2 by pi integral 0 to infinity integral 0 to infinity f of x into sine px into dx. So this is called the inverse finite Fourier sine transform of the given function. Similarly, the function f of x that is equal to f of x that is equal to 1 by L 1 by L fc of 0 plus 2 by L summation n is equal to 1 to infinity fc of n into cos n pi x by L is called inverse Fourier cosine transform of fc of n. Some others also define some others also define fc of p is equal to square root of 2 by pi integral 0 to infinity f of x into cos px into dx. This is called inverse Fourier cosine transform of the given function. These two are the definitions of finite inverse Fourier sine and cosine transforms. By using these two formulas, we have to solve some problems. See, problem 1. Problem number 1. Find the inverse sine transform f of x if fs of n is equal to 1 minus cos n pi by n square pi square, where 0 less than x less than pi, x less than 5. This is the given function. We have to find the inverse sine transform of the given Fourier function, where the interval is 0 to pi, where 0 less than x less than pi. We know the definition of inverse finite sine transform. We have from the inverse finite sine transform, we have write the formula f of x is equal to 2 by L summation n is equal to 1 to infinity fs of n into sine n pi x by L, that is equal to 2 by, what is L value? Here the interval is 0 comma pi. This is L. So L is equal to pi. L is equal to pi. So 2 by pi summation n is equal to 1 to infinity. Fs of n means 1 minus cos n pi by n square pi square by n square pi square into sin nx into sin nx. nx means ఇక్కడ l is equal to pi రాస్తాను. ఇక్కడ ఒక పై ఉంది, ఇక్కడ ఒక పై, ఇక్కడ ఒక పై క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోతే ఓన్లీ సైన్ nx ఉంటుంది. ఓకేనా? దట్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఇక్కడ 2 బై, ఇక్కడ ఒక పై ఉంది, లోపల ఒక పై స్క్వేర్ ఉంది, ఆ పై స్క్వేర్ బయటకు తీసుకొచ్చేస్తే పై క్యూబ్ summation n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 minus cos n pi by n square into sin nx. And the next step మనం ఏం చేద్దామంటే for n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3 అని సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, లేకపోతే ఇక్కడతో మీరు ఆపేసుకోవచ్చు, నో ప్రాబ్లం. హెన్స్ సాల్వ్డ్. Okay, this is the definition and this is the problem on sine transform. Now we'll go to the cosine transform. Problem number 2. Find the inverse finite cosine transform of f of x if fc of n is equal to cos 2n pi by 3 divided by 2n plus 1 whole square, where 0 less than x less than 4. So L value is 4. Okay. Solution. We know the definition of inverse finite cosine transform the given function f of x. Write the definition from the inverse Fourier cosine transform we have f of x is equal to 1 by L into fc of 0 plus 2 by L into summation n is equal to 1 to infinity fc of n into cos n pi x by L. Just definition say అంటే ఫార్ములాసే కొంచెం పెద్ద సైజులో ఉంటాయి, అండ్ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ ఆల్ ద వాల్యూస్. 1 by, since the interval is 0 comma 4, therefore L is equal to 4. L value 4. 4. FC of 0. N is equal to 0 పెట్టారనుకోండి ఇక్కడ FC of 0 పెడితే cos 0 అంటే 1 by 2 plus 1 3 whole square అంటే 9 అంటే 1 by 9 అవుతుంది 1 by 9. ఓకేనా FC of 0 సారీ N is equal to 0 పెడితే ఇదంతా 0 అయిపోతుంది 1 అంటే పైన 1 కింద 1 అంటే ఓన్లీ FC 0 of 1 అంటే హియర్ ఇక్కడ రాయండి FC of 0 that is equal to cos 0 by 2 into 0 plus 1 whole square that is equal to 1 by 1 that is equal to 1. Okay na? So therefore FC of 0 is equal to 1 plus 2 by 4 L value 4 summation N is equal to 1 to infinity FC of N ante formula sorry definition ichina problem cos 2n pi by 3 divided by 2n plus 1 whole square into cos n pi x by L ante 4. Okay na? That is equal to 1 by 4 plus 1 2 by 4 ante 1 by 2 summation N is equal to 1 to infinity cos 2n pi by 3 divided by 2n plus 1 whole square into cos n pi x by 4. Hence solved. Hence solved. Okay, very simple problems. Only you know the formulas for these two. Substitute all the values, we get the final answer. One more problem. Problem number 3. Find the inverse. Find the inverse finite Fourier sine transform f of x if fs of n is equal to 16 into minus 1 whole power n minus 1 divided by n cube, where n is a positive integer, n is a positive integer and 0 less than x less than 8. 0 less than x less than 8 అంటే L value 8 ఇచ్చాడు ఇక్కడ. ఓకేనా రైట్. we know that the inverse Fourier sine transform is given by finite is given by f of x is equal to 2 by L summation n is equal to 1 to infinity fs of n into sine n pi x by L. That is f of x is equal to 2 by 8 L value. Since the given interval is 0, 8. Therefore, L is equal to 8. L is equal to 8. Summation n is equal to 1 to infinity. Fs of n means 16 into minus 1 whole power n minus 1 by n cube into sine n pi x by 8. that is equal to 1 by 4. That is equal to 1 by 4 kada. 1 by 4 summation n is equal to 1 to infinity. ఇక 16 కూడా బయటికి తీసుకొచ్చేసాం అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది ఇక్కడ 16 అంటే 2/8, అంటే 1 బై ఇక్కడ అట్లా కాకుండా మొత్తం అర్థం ఇక్కడ 2/8 ఇంటూ 16 అంటే -1 హోల్ పవర్ n-1 డివైడెడ్ బై n క్యూబ్ ఇంటూ sin n pi x బై 8. ఇంకొక స్టెప్ రాద్దాం, 4 అవుతుంది. 4 4 జార్ 2 8 జార్ 16, 2 2 జార్ 4. 4 ఇంటూ సమ్మేషన్ n is equal to 1 to infinity -1 whole power of n-1 by n cube into sin n pi x by 8. Hence solved. Hence solved. So this is the way we have to solve any problem by using these two formulas, that is inverse finite Fourier cosine transform and also inverse finite Fourier sine transforms. Thank you so much.